Hi there, my name is Morgan Gunther and I'm a naturalist with the East Bay Regional Park District, and I'd like to welcome you today to Songs and Stories. Today we're going to be talking all about the forest at night. So I want you to think about what time you usually go to bed. When is your bedtime? So for most of us, our bedtime is when a lot of animals actually are their most active. So I want you to think, what are some animals you might have seen out at night, maybe even in your neighborhood? Maybe you've seen a raccoon with its mask around its eyes. Maybe you've even seen a possum, or maybe your cat is a little bit more active at night, or there are moths that are moving around towards the light by your porch. So there's lots of different animals that are awake at night, and they're called nocturnal animals. And it's a different set of animals that are awake during the day. So the story that we're going to read today is called Forest Bright, Forest Night. And it's all about the way that a forest changes as the sun goes down and the moon comes up. And this story is by Jennifer Ward, and it's illustrated by Jamichael Henterly. So let's find out all about the world of Forest Bright and Forest Night. Sunlight, forest bright, after sleeping through the night. Leap and flash, deer splash, climb and stumble, bear cubs tumble. Look at who's sleeping. I bet we'll meet them later. And who is that? Whittle and rap, woodpeckers tap 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 tap, slither and slip, snakes whip. Jabber and talk, blue jays squawk, 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 squawk. Can you make a squawking noise? Squawk, 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 squawk. Store and stash, squirrels dash. Look at what they're storing. He's got a little mushroom and an acorn. We've got some little creatures hiding underneath. We've talked about those in another story time. Chatter and chase, chipmunks race. Strut and wobble, turkeys. What sound do turkeys make? Gobble, 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 gobble. If you've seen a turkey before, make that little waddle it's got underneath its neck. Buzz and dip, bees sip. What are they drinking from? These flowers are called trillium, and they actually bloom in our East Bay parks. Roost and nest, quail rest. The quail we have around here have a little teeny tiny kind of like boop feather on top of their head called a top knot, and they move across trails and go Lake Tahoe, Lake Tahoe. That one's a little bit different looking. Sun sinks, moon winks. Hello, forest night. All right, so the sun has gone down. Everyone make that sun and bring it down. And then bring up the moon. And let's see what happens in forest night. Moon bright, forest night, after sleeping through the light. Hoot and perch, owl eyes search. Let's make that owl noise. Hoo 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 hoo. Look, the deer's asleep now. Parade and plod, porcupines trod. Climb and sneak, opossums peek. Yip and yowl, fox foxes prowl. Look at all the snakes all intertwined. The woodpeckers are like, what's going on? Scurry and scramble, skunks amble. If you've ever smelled a skunk before, pinch your nose. Slither and slide, salamanders hide. Let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 salamanders. Look, our little squirrel friends are hanging out. Nibbling, crunch, mice munch. So mice usually come out at night too. Sometimes we just see evidence that they've been around. Paddle and swim, beavers trim. Jump and crawl, crickets chirp, 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 call. Flip and flop, frogs hop. What sound does a frog make? Ribbit, 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 ribbit. Moon goes down, sun grows round. Hello, forest day. The end. So now that we've talked about some of the different animals that come out at night, those nocturnal animals, we're actually going to get a chance to make even more animal sounds by singing a song together. And for this song, you're going to help me out by making the animal sounds. So I'm going to sing a verse, and then at the end of each verse, I'll say the name of an animal, like an owl or a frog or a cricket or a coyote, and you're going to make the sound of that animal 2 times, and then we'll sing about a different animal. So it might be something like, and the owl that you can hear. And then you're gonna go, hoo hoo, hoo hoo, or hoot hoot. And then I might say, and the frogs that you can hear. What sound are you gonna make? Rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. So you'll catch on and you're gonna wanna remember all those different animal sounds. If you go into the night, there's music in the night, calling out a song that's clear. A nighttime pal is the great horned owl with a song that you can hear, and the owl that you can hear. Woo-hoo, 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 woo-hoo. If you go into the night, there's music in the night, calling out a song that's clear. Down in the bog, there's a million frogs with a song that you can hear, and the frogs that you can hear. Rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. And the owls that you can hear. If you go into the night, there's music in the night, calling out a song that's clear. Down in the thickets there are some crickets with a song that you can hear, and the crickets that you can hear. Chirp, 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 chirp. And the frogs that you can hear. Rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. And the owls that you can hear. Hoo-hoo, hoo-hoo. If you go into the night, there's music in the night, calling out a song that's clear. The lonesome note of the lone coyote is a song that you can hear, and the coyote that you can hear. And the crickets that you can hear. Chirp, 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 chirp. And the frogs that you can hear. Rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. And the owl that you can hear. Woo-hoo, woo-hoo. If you go into the night, there's music in the night, calling out a song that's clear. The silent wonder of the people's hearts is a song that you can hear, and and the silence that you can hear. And the coyote that you can hear. Oh! And the crickets that you can hear. Chirp, 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 chirp. And the frogs that you can hear. And the owls that you can hear. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. And the silence that you can hear. All right, so thank you all so much for joining us today for Songs and Stories. And I hope that you have a chance to see some of those nocturnal animals out and about in your neighborhood or in your parks. And I want to thank you so much and hope that you have a great day.